One of the interesting things about this project was that Los Angeles Department of Water and Power obviously knew that they needed to redesign their statement to address the issues we've talked about with customers understanding their bill. At the same time, though, they're experiencing, as we discussed earlier, Assembly Bill 32 and the need to have consumers be more energy efficient. So you're talking about having to influence their consumers to try to use their energy resources better. So one of the ways of doing that was through the statement redesign. A big decision point came up for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, whether to continue with a black and white statement or consider what might be more useful in addressing the consumers' actions and behaviors around how they use their utilities. What that resulted in was the concept of precision marketing. They said precision marketing allows us to look at our statement redesign, get a composition tool that allows us to make these redesigns with all of our data sources, better educate the consumer on how they're currently using this, and using color be able to provide marketing techniques and embedded messaging to influence how the consumers actually use their utilities. So this is a tremendous project and enabled Los Angeles Department of Water and Power to really move ahead of most companies in having not only an infrastructure through hardware and software, but data analytics. The idea to say that if I educate my customer now about how much they use during their day, utilizing smart meter technology, and then be able to better educate them on how they stand against their neighbors, as well as how do they stand against an average nationwide on that. When would it be more efficient for them to potentially do things like laundry or dishwashing? All these are going to come into play for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power and influencing their customer usage. And so that statement redesign, the composition tools, and the color printing were pivotal in allowing them to utilize this precision marketing technology. So when the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power realized they wanted to redo their statement in color, they also had to take into account how their constituents would take this bill. They have a very diverse community there. They need to be able to communicate not only in color and make it very easy to understand, but potentially in other languages. One of the things they were able to do in this project that was really pivotal and separates them from many bill redesign projects is a whole component of this project was around focus groups. The idea there that not only would we interview stakeholders from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, but we also enlisted people around the City Council and subcommittees of the City Council who represent the constituents, and then finally a third focus group with actual consumers so that they had the best feedback on how to bring in a lot of disparate views of technology, communications, and regulatory issues into a perfect statement. And so this project was very unique in that sense that they went to a great extent and a great effort to make sure that this was the output of a lot of influences to the best possible outcome. Okay, so when you're looking at redesigning a statement these days, using the best practices, you really have to look at how I'm going to communicate so it's most relevant to that consumer. We all get so many marketing communications these days. Unless you're relevant in talking about that individual, you really lose the opportunity to capture their attention and, in this case, influence their behavior. So utilizing precision marketing techniques that InfoPrint has been studying for a number of years now, and the case study work that we have to support that, we were able to utilize the latest composition technology to formulate a bill that was encompassed aspects of the bill that really were relevant to the customer. They talked to them personally about their usage. This also is enabled by using the color technology of the InfoPrint 5000. It's difficult to print that number of bills in full color with personalized messaging unless you have a very robust, fast-moving, and inexpensive platform to do that. And the InfoPrint 5000 provided an ideal platform for that.